Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks, 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at another bluish-green teal ink from Octopus Fluids Axolotl. And today we are being brought to you in 1080p. If you can see me in 1080p, please let me know with a thumbs up or by saying hi in the chat. That would be ever so grateful. It says stream health is excellent. So we're going to see how this works. Hopefully it'll work out good. And hopefully there won't be too much latency, because sometimes that's an issue. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, today, here is our ink swatch. Water resistance test shows that it is another very permanent ink, which is great for doing paints on and stuff. Here is our toilet paper chromatography. There's a little gray splotch in the middle. Today's pen, we will be using the green Pilot Kakuno with a medium nib. And before I continue, we're going to share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can also come and hang out with us too. We're going to share this to the Tumblr and the Pinterest, 30 Inks, 30 Days Pinterest, and the LinkedIn. Twitter, and the Blogger. Sorry about that. My asthma kicks in, right? Alright, there's our ink of the day. Okay, let's take a look at some inks. Some paper review, shall we? Okay. Okay, here is the Pen and Gear memo book from Walmart.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Super lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper. Little trouble grabbing the page. No feathering, a little bit of ghosting. Moleskine 70 GSM. No feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Field Notes Journal. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Halt pens, 120 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Idea notebook. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. 68 GSM Tomoe River. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Midori MD paper. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Office Depot, Office Max. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Eco Jaunt. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. The Jaunt Journal from the Dollar Tree. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. These things have been very cooperative so far. Sauce-Jane Greens all over the world handles company. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Marmon Nemosiny 80 GSM dot grid. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford Optic paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Archer and Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. The Premier 99-cent store paper. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. New Eco. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. The Penning Gear Poly Composition book from Walmart.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Up and Up Wide World Composition book from Target.com. No feathering. A little bit of ghosting. True Red Composition book from Staples.com. No feathering. Little bits of bleed through. A little bit of ghosting. Apica, 81.4 GSM notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. View Corona, 52 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Milky Color paper from Daiso. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Nanami 7C 68 GSM, Tomoe River. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Pelican. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Smoky Color paper from Daiso. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mead 5-star notebook paper. No feathering, little bits of bleed through, and a little bit of ghosting. Pen and Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Rhodia dot pad 80 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. JNB copper plate graph pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. No feathering, a little bit of ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM laid paper. No feathering, no bleeding. Tiny hint of ghosting. Vintage Mead. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, let's do a comparison panel. See where this ink lies. If I can have some. Okay. Since this is a teal-y color, we're going to go back to the teals. See if we can match this along with some. Alright, this is Octopus Fluids. Alright, this is Octopus Fluids. Let me see. Well, let's bump up the lights just a little bit so we can see what's going on. Oop, too much. Right about there. Octopus Fluids, Petrol, Axolotl. next to Octopus Fluids Petrol Buffalo. This one's a little more bluer. Salamander is pretty close. Railroad Spike, Yamogi, Cerulean. Ooh, this Shito is pretty close. Visconti Green's getting there. Bluegrass Velvet's getting kind of close. And this California's getting kind of close. Aurora Borealis is getting kind of close. Coraline in my mind is kind of close. Actually, this agave is getting kind of close. Teal is kind of close. 13 Children's kind of close. And Schubert's a little dark, but kind of close. I do want to look at the green department because it does look like it might lean a little more green. Just going to skim through really quick. Velvet Emerald's kind of close. No. Hera's a little dark, but in that department. Cyber Medora's a little dark, but in that department. Maybe even TikTok Rock's getting kind of close, but not really. Okay, those are all the greens that come anywhere near this. Okay, well. What did you guys think about today's ink? You think thoughts about getting this ink? Are you an artist that uses a lot of this type of petrol color? Maybe this is the one for you. It'd be great for doing watercolor with. Might also be good for like putting on a outside of an envelope because it's not gonna go anywhere. So I kind of like this whole Octopus Fluids weird name animal series. They're all pretty permanent inks. So I don't know if they do a black, but that would be nice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Check out the links in the doobly-doo for discounts and things. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.